Hey there, I'm Matt Kaler from Gibson Guitars. I'm here to talk to you first about our 100th anniversary of making flat top guitars. Yes, our acoustic guitars started 100 years ago this year. 1926, we started with the L1 flat top. And the way we got to the L1 is we made an arch top with the same exact body shape. And a lot of our acoustic guitars, if not all of our acoustic guitars, started at one time or another with an arch top shape. So that's a really important part of our story because when Orville Gibson started making arch top guitars, uh, the flat top is such a departure that a lot of people think it's a different instrument altogether. Well, it shares the same shape. And so beyond that, in 1926 through about 1940, we were doing a lot of things differently. We were making very, very lightly constructed guitars because it was the Depression era and then it was wartime. So we weren't using materials unless we absolutely had to. That actually made for much better acoustic guitars. And so what happened was we learned from those construction styles to make this new Century Collection some of the lightest weight acoustics we've ever offered. All very lightly braced, all with very thin layers of nitrocellulose lacquer finish. And then the big change with this construction style is the neck is shifted deeper into the body. So the deeper set neck means the reach is a lot more comfortable up the neck. The bridge is positioned right in the middle of the soundboard. So you get this like awesome, rich sound, very, very dynamic sound. It's great for vocal accompaniment. It's also great for recording. For me, it's a great tool for inspiration because it's just so comfortable to play and it's so dynamic for fingerstyle play. So we wanted to offer not only an LOO, which is probably the most iconic version of a 12 fret, but some models that we've never offered before in 12 fret variety. So one of those models is the J185 you can see here, the J45, and each of these models comes in between the $2,000 and $2,500 price point with a historic reissue style hardshell case with historic felt lining. And they're just incredible instruments. I find them some of our most inspiring instruments, and I'm very proud that they're also our most accessible Gibson made in USA instruments that we offer now. So this Century range is a great way to celebrate that 100-year story, and we have other one-of-a-kind instruments to help tell that story as well, which I'll show you. All right, so when I said one-of-a-kind special instruments, this is probably the creme de la creme. This SJ200 has been very, very artfully inlaid with not only amazing abalone purfling on the top, sides, rosette, even on the end pin area, but obviously it has this incredible inlay work. So an artisan named Harvey Leach, who's done some incredible guitars for us over the years, hand cut every little piece of inlay material. I mean, the ruby throat of the hummingbird all the way up to the eye of the dove. I mean, individual pieces of inlay that were hand cut and inlaid into this guitar. So not only does this tell the story of kind of some of the other flat top models, the butterflies from the hummingbird pickguard, the dove obviously from the dove model, but it also incorporates catalog artwork from 1926 amidst this beautiful zercote sides, back, figured maple inlay here, and then we've got 100 years of flat top guitars in the banner in the center. So this very special instrument is, we made it because we wanted to tell a story, but we're also offering it to one very lucky dealer through our dealer event. So this is a one-of-a-kind guitar that hopefully will find a very appropriate home. But this is a great testament to the artisan craft work that's happening in the custom shop in Bozeman, Montana. I mentioned the L1, so this is an actual vintage 1926 L1, one of the first batches of flat top guitars we ever made. And in that same year of 1926, we also made a guitar that was actually pretty similar to this one. It was called an L1 Venetian Florentine. And the reason for that was it had this amazing artwork on the top, and this guitar exists. I wish Gibson owned it, but it's been featured in books and in magazines. So we kind of did an if you know, callback to that guitar with this beautiful 100 years of Gibson flat tops L1. All of the choices here, all of the jewels, the binding with the jewels, even the floral leaves, that's all callbacks to our artistry in 1926. And then we also had our engraving artist in Nashville, Rick Heinrichsen, add a little hummingbird and dove to the back of the neck here with some relief carving artwork. Absolutely beautiful guitar, again, telling the story and using the actual platform that we started on with the L1, which is cool. All right, so next I would like to talk to you about our Epiphone Futura series. The inspiration for this series was basically make this guitar look as badass as possible while keeping it very accessible. So this range comes in under $1,000, and you get stainless steel frets for the first time on any series of guitars we've ever offered through Epiphone. We've got these Super 400 inlays, split block Les Paul custom style headstock, multiply binding, hot rod kind of aesthetics here with chrome surrounds, hot rodded, super hot pickups, humbuckers that are coil splittable here. And then we have this gorgeous color shifting paint job here, which goes from black to purple to red. So all of these guitars are going to use these contemporary automotive colors. And so we're doing all sorts of different colors on all sorts of different body styles. About 6 years ago, we stopped making historic reissue ES330s in Memphis. We did introduce an ES330 at Gibson USA. Finally, we're introducing it to the custom shop spec level, which is 100% historically accurate to the originals, down to the font of the logo on the headstock, the actual neck profile scan from originals, and every bit of the construction method. So these are some of the most underrated and under-celebrated Gibson electrics that have ever been made, and we're just hoping more people take note because they're some of the most incredible sounding and most comfortable guitars that we offer. Continuing the ES range, at Gibson USA, we are introducing two flavors of ES335, the 50s and the 60s, both with very different specs. They may look similar, but you've got 50s style humbuckers in this model with the Keystone tuners, the classic bonnet knobs, the long wide bevel pickguard we're offering for the first time at Gibson USA. And then we have a 60s model that has the milk bottle tuners, the small block inlays, the 60s style T-type humbuckers and reflector knobs. So, and of course, you've got the big neck and the small neck. So something for everybody, offered in a variety of colors, but some of the most historically accurate 335s we ever made at Gibson USA, and very proud of that. And then going down the line, we've got some incredible artist models. I think Germany will be quite aware of this model here. This is the Michael Schenker 1971 Medallion Flying V. We're giving this the collector's edition treatment, which means we scanned the original from Kirk Hammett's collection. Not only did we scan the original, we made sure that we had the accurate pickup readings, exactly what Michael was using throughout the time that he used this guitar. And also Michael came to Nashville and signed every single one of these, which is cool. So all hand signed by Michael, and this is one of the more exciting Flying Vs we've ever made, especially from that collector's edition treatment. Another incredible artist from the 70s, Mick Ronson, David Bowie's guitarist. This is the guitar that probably inspired more people to strip the top of their Les Paul Custom than anything. And many famous players have done that, but it all started here with Mick Ronson. This is a very, very faithfully accurate 1968 Les Paul Custom remake. And we even remade the knob arrangement, the exact aging of his guitar. And this will be a limited run of instruments available later this year. But super accurate to Mick Ronson's original. We were very, very happy to work with his estate on this one. We've been wanting to do this guitar for decades. So finally making it happen this year. And then finally a guitar that was custom made for Gary Clark Jr. About 6 years ago in Memphis. We're doing a limited run of these through Gibson Custom Shop in Nashville. We're only doing 100, but we do hope to offer an Epiphone version of this guitar later this year. So this is just super faithful replica of Gary's #1 stage guitar. He's the man. So he's got great taste too. It's a cool looking guitar. And then also just a quick one here. We're introducing our Double Trouble pickup package onto the Les Paul Studio range. So at $15.99 US, you can get yourself a made in USA Nashville Les Paul with our double classic white humbuckers, What more do you want? It's a killer guitar.